We hope you enjoyed learning about Mike Omeg's brooding procedures. For more standard bred poultry information, check out the APA's education and training resources on Facebook, YouTube, and the Education and Training website. The links are in the notes section below. And if you're not already a member of the APA, we hope you'll become one soon. Just follow the links below.
So after the chicks have outgrown this brooder over here, this is the brooder. This stack of brooders here are made locally by a local craftsperson for me. They're really nice units. I like them a lot. And they're where I grow out the chicks until they're fledged and can put them outside in my outside pens. These birds that are in here are they're 20 days old, and just to give you an idea of how these pens work, I'll open this up for you. Again, I just have I have a feeder with a light. And then this is one of a ceramic radiant heater for reptiles. You can buy them at pet supply stores or online. I like these units a lot for brooding my chicks. I can brood quite a few of them here. And you can see that these here are getting a good amount of feathers on them. Again, you want your new hams to be really, really fast feathered. That's of really critical importance with New Hampshires, and a couple from a different mating down in here. So you can see at 20 days old, these chicks are looking pretty good, I think. And I'm just starting to be able to tell the males from the females. I will separate out the males from the females. It's just what I do. It's what I was taught to do. I don't know exactly all the benefit of that, but the male chicks are fairly rambunctious, and they will interfere with the females being able to eat sometimes, and so I will go ahead and separate out those males from the females. I do an old school method, and again, I think it's a benefit. It may not be for everybody. I put these male chicks right away with my, I have a very old cockbird, and he kind of babysits them. But he does a couple of things that I like. One is, well, probably the most important thing that I like about him is he stops the young males from fighting. He lets everybody know that he's the boss, and prevents them from arguing with each other, which just takes away from them eating. I want these young chicks here to do nothing but eat and drink and put on gain and feathers. That's what I'm trying to do. So that male bird keeps them from messing around, and he's old enough he doesn't really want to argue with them or anything. He just breaks up fights. Couple of things about this unit that I like. One is that these floor trays slide out, and I can catch all the droppings in here. It's lined with this heavy polyethylene liner. You can get from the farm store. I really like this material. It's flexible, but it's very, very strong, and we can scrape these clean. The other thing is that the floor here, this floor part here, also slides out of there. I won't do it because there's birds on top of it, but both of these levels slide out for me to be able to clean. And again, cleanliness is very important in raising chicks. I don't subscribe to the notion that birds should be able to live in squalor and the tough ones survive, and that's a good thing. I think that's a bunch of baloney that from people that are too lazy to keep their birds clean. Would you want to be living in your own poo? I don't think so. Would you do well in your own poo? No. And I don't think we should expect our birds to either. I think we need to provide these birds with the best facilities and the best feed possible to allow them to grow to their genetic potential. Now, I don't give them antibiotics. I don't give them special little frou-frou things. I just keep them clean and provide them with good feed and clean water. And I think that's of critical importance in our breeding. It would be really easy for me to toss 120 eggs in that incubator, stuff those brooders full of chicks, and then stuff these full of chicks. I don't want to do that because, again, I'm breeding from my very best birds, and I don't have to hatch 800 birds to be able to pick the best. I can do reasonably small hatches or good-sized hatches for me to be able to manage them and provide these chicks with really good facilities and feed so that I can have great birds to choose from. Again, it's just my storage area where I keep all my miscellaneous supplies, all the equipment that we use for the chicks and whatnot are all in here. My table topping cages and everything, and then have a sink. These are all my cleaning and storage stuff. We also milk a cow here, so that's our cow milker. Well, I appreciate your time today. I hope you learned a little bit with how I incubate, hatch, and brood chicks. Again, this is Mike Omeg from Whiskey Gulch, New Hampshire, and the New Hampshire SOP Facebook group. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed learning about Mike Omeg's brooding procedures. For more standard bred poultry information, check out the APA's education and training resources on Facebook, YouTube, and the Education and Training website. The links are in the notes section below. And if you're not already a member of the APA, we hope you'll become one soon. Just follow the links below and you can sign up today.